It wasn't always like this. There was a time when public education was valued by all, a time when federal and state programs were working to improve and ensure that public education could continue to thrive. However, for the past several years, this has changed. When things got tough, it seemed easiest to slash funding from our schools and from our children's futures. We couldn't rely on our state to fund our great programs, and we had to turn to our community for help. We turned to them in the forms of overrides and bonds to help keep education a priority. However, in November of 2012, our override did not pass. We thought we could survive. We thought we could balance an ever-shrinking budget in an ever-growing expensive time. And we thought this because we've been forced to make this work year after year after year for education and for our children. However, in November of 2012, our override didn't pass, slashing $4.3 million on top of another $5 million. Everything was on the chopping block for cuts. And the effects were tragic. Programs that our students loved and thrive on were at stake, including our dance, music, our arts, our bands and strings, our nurses, our librarians, not to mention the overall negative effects of our increasing class sizes and losing some of the greatest teachers we have from our schools. And at the heart of all the pain are the children. It wasn't always like this. And it doesn't have to be like this. We can help to ensure that children have the right to an education, that our children get the quality education that they deserve. We must pass the upcoming override. To ensure that this override is successful, we must all commit as a community to do one thing that is critical this fall: work. This campaign kicks off, and we must all be prepared to advocate for our students, our children, and our future. It is our obligation. It is our duty. If our students could vote, they would pass the override in a heartbeat, and it is up to us to be their voice. Are you willing to work for this cause? It wasn't always like this, and if we all do our part, we can help ensure that it will not be like this next year. If you are ready to make that difference this fall, please contact Roni Asali at the email below with your name, home email, and personal phone number, and more information will be sent to you about how you can be part of making the difference.